Hey guys, what's up? I'm back with another video, and as you guys all know it's Valentine's Day. And no, I do not have a Valentine, so I decided to make a video for y'all's entertainment. And this video is 10 things that bug the living daylights out of me. Like, I cannot stand when people do this. So let's get started. Number one is when people use utensils and they like ding them together when they're like cutting things. Like, here, let me give you a scenario. So you're just sitting there, you're like, and the people in front of you or next to you. That bugs me so much. Like, I can't even stand it. Like, I'm eating there, like, you are making a whole lot of noise when I'm trying to eat. Like, can you not? Next thing that bugs me has another thing with people eating. Take the fork, and they go like this. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Where they, like, it's left in their teeth, and they bring it out, and you're like, can you not? Like, that bugs me. But maybe that's just me. Third thing is when people are there, okay, and you're walking with them, and they put them in their mouth, and they're like, you know, and they talk like this, and you're like, close your mouth when you chew. Like, seriously, like, I do not want to see that all in your mouth and you making that noise. Like, that, like, no. Number four. This is especially for those type of girls that are always like, oh my gosh, I'm so ugly and I'm so fat. You're like, you are as small as a twig. You are not fat, and you're as pretty as a supermodel. What are you talking about? Like, I'm standing there, and I'm just, like, talking with my friend, and she goes, oh my gosh, I'm so fat, and I'm so ugly, and I'm just like, have you seen yourself? Like, all the guys are falling for you, and you are obviously not fat or ugly. Like, seriously, if you're saying that just to get attention, that's not the way to go about it. Like, everybody is beautiful in their way. Number 5. So this is for all those people who are in relationships. When they're out in public, like, I'm okay with y'all hand holding or like your arm around their body. But when y'all are like, oh my gosh, like all feeling up on each other and like kissing up in public and making out, it's like, get a room. Nobody wants to see that. You just make us feel bad for not having a significant other. It bugs me so much. Number 6. Wait, it's this way. Number 6. So when your family members come into your room, so let's say you're on your bed, like, hey, you know, doing whatever you do on the computer or on your phone, and they come in and they're like, hey, da 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 blah blah blah, and you're like, okay, and then you're like, shut the door when you leave, and they shut it, but there's still this much open. This much. And you're like, that is not close. Close it all the way. And my family does this. And then I have pets that come in and they push it open. And pets can't shut doors. And so they leave. They come in and like check on me. Like my own pets. They come in and they'll just kind of look at me. And then they walk out. And my door's wide open. And you're like, are you seriously going to make me get off of my bed to go shut the door? Yes, I am very lazy. And it bugs me when people do that. Number 7. I know every parent has done this. Every single one. When you're in your room, or you're downstairs, or you're upstairs, and there's someone else in the house. And they're like, hey, Ariana. And you're like, what? And then they just don't respond. And you're like, yeah, Mom? And then they just don't respond. So you are left to go, it's very windy outside, and my house has flickering lights. So that's what the hour is. So the power is probably about to go out. So if it goes completely black, you know why. But anyways, back to it. And you're like, yeah, okay. They don't sign. So you have to get up and try to go find them or stop doing whatever you're doing. And then you find them and they're like, oh, never mind. And you're like, are you serious? You made me get up from whatever I was just doing to come find you and you tell me never mind. Number 8. When your parents or your friend calls you and you didn't hear the phone and you go and you're like, oh, they called me, and you call them back and they don't answer, and so you call them again and they don't answer again, and you're like, okay, maybe it's not that important. Well, they call back and they're like, why didn't he answer? What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, who are you? And you're like, I wasn't with my phone and I called you twice and you didn't answer, and I'm not interrogating you or wondering where you are or what you're doing. Like, maybe that's just my family, but I don't think I'm the only one. And the next one, okay, this is bugging me right here, where it's like, number 9. So, you know, when people come into your room and, like, let's say it's someone new, and they're like, oh, look at this, and, oh, what's this? And they just, like, keep on touching everything and picking it all up, and then they just throw it all over the place. And you're like, I literally just cleaned my room. Can you put it back where you got it? This is like, when I say make yourself feel at home, I do not mean to throw all my stuff all over the place. Like, are you serious? But, like, literally, is it not that hard to take something, look at it, and put it back? Or, I hate when people are like, oh, what's this? And I'm like, don't touch that. And then they touch it. And you're like, if you break that, you will not be alive tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding. I've never said that. But I get really mad when people do that. Like this video if you have any of it, if those things that bug you too, and that I'm not the only one that doesn't like it. And leave in the comments down below what I should do for my next video, and subscribe and continue watching, and that's it. So I hope you have an amazing Valentine's Day. Bye!